Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, 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 pandas. Come on, my pandas. Look at this stream. Glad that you guys are here. What's Apex cooking now? Well, are we at 50%? Promo's over. Hopefully you guys took advantage of it. Hope you guys took advantage of that Apex promo while it lasted. Yesterday was the last day. Yep, I don't see any promos right now. I'm guessing it's 50% right now. Let's just throw the 5 in there. Which means TPT is such a good deal. I would 100% take advantage of TPT. Oh, what's going on here? All right. Nightbot. Let's get rid of that. Come on, Pants. Drop those GMs in the chat. Sorry for the late start. Scalp that like button. We are trading pure micros right now. I do not trust today. It's pre-FOMC, right? So FOMC is today. And I'm trading micros until, unless we get some like super clear price action. I'm going to trade micros just because I know days like today tend to be trading range days. And then the news drops and then it gets crazy. Best guest trading. Good morning. Luis, good morning. Blue Steel, good morning. Bub Sox, good morning. Austin Harris says, good morning. Bought a bunch of Apex accounts last night. You should be able to retire soon. I'll retire with your $100 of affiliate money. I'll retire. I appreciate it. I'll live in like the Philippines or something. Retire in the Philippines. Lee, good morning. Trader Green, good morning. DDKES, good morning. Tate, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. We're just getting started. Like I said, today is FOMC day. So expect shenanigans because we don't get news until 2. But I was like, has TPT ever did a 50% off? No, but TPT is a better deal all in because even though it's only quote-unquote 40% off, there's no activation fee. There's no activation fee, so it's actually a very good deal. All in, it's cheaper than Apex at 90% off. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Even 90% off, it's cheaper than Apex all in. When I say all in, I mean eval plus funded account fees. Just watching here. Honestly, have no clue. Okay. First candle on the 5-minute is it's an absolute doji bar. It's insane. Yeah, we had news this morning. 2 news events this morning, which were, let me look it up. ADP non-farm at 8:15 and 8:30 advanced GDP. So we had news. Ooh, hello. We had news this morning. At 8:30. You can't really see it on this chart, but I'll bring it over here. 8:15, it just chopped like crazy. 8:30 also chopped like crazy. which to me means that there's more chance for something that's gonna hopefully happen at 2 o'clock. Right, 2 o'clock is the big news. It's the FOMC and Fed funds rate, and there's a conference at 2:30. So you got all these news events happening at once. I think it's worth taking a chance to pass your evals to get funded. I mean, it's the biggest news we've had in the last 2 weeks. The 5 minute had a spike down towards the end of the day yesterday. Guess where the spike goes to? Here's a gap. It virtually bounces off the gap here. We just fill the gap. We filled 2 gaps in one day. That's pretty wild. 2 gaps one day. Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure what's gonna happen today. Um, I'm trading micros right now, so I'm on the MNQ, so it might look different than your chart, but I'm on the 5 minute MNQ, and that's all I'm trading right now. I'm gonna trade this for the rest of the day because I know how crazy FOMC days can get. Most likely trading range days. So let's see if we can find a trading range here and let's take advantage of it. Am I trading FOMC? Historically, I usually get crushed in FOMC days. Historically, I get crushed because I end up taking just too much risk, and it honestly sometimes post FOMC is not even that good. It gets even choppier, but more volatility. So historically, pretty bad. Am I gonna trade? Probably. I probably will just cause like I'm probably not gonna do anything. I might even take a trade during all day stream today. I'll take at least one micro trade because I wanted a trading day today. But other than that, pandas, I'm not sure. This is already shenanigans here. Look at these 2 bars on the 5 minute chart. It's like complete doji bar. Maybe another complete doji bar. It just looks wacky. Jumping back on stream at 2. uh, you know what, pandas? I definitely would, but I have this thing called a job. I have this thing called responsibilities. So like I'm like in a weird situation. I make a lot of money trading. Like as you can tell, I made like 200K. I've technically made already like more money than I would make in like my full time in 2 months. Like it's crazy. So to me it's like I'm in a weird place because I'm making more money than I'm making my full time, but I still don't feel confident full time trading. I still don't feel confident full time trading. It's a weird place to be. I'm like in this weird limbo. I'm making a lot of money, but not confident enough to quit my full time job. Especially you have responsibilities, mortgage to pay, you have a family to take care of. Uh, like luckily, God has blessed me to a point where Mrs. Panda doesn't have to work, and I can bring home all the bread. So it's I'm in a really blessed place, but I'm not in a place yet where I can say confidently like, you know what, all those responsibilities I have, I'm gonna bank it all on my trading. What is going on? This is wacky price action. Curious to see what happens here. Let's look at the daily chart. Daily chart creating the most strange bar. Outside bar, bear bar. Weekly chart, it literally just bounced off the open or the close of the weekly. So this is just floating upwards in a very precarious way. Pans, make sure you scalp that like button. Um, yeah, so it's like, but if I full time stream or if I full time trade, I would jump back on stream because honestly, like, if I don't have to worry about my full time job, it's like, why not? Why not? Well, Pandas, today is Wednesday, so we got our 8 trading days in on our top half of our accounts. Today's the 8th day. I'll be requesting payouts on them later tonight, and hopefully there should be no issues. Like, there should be no issues. I've traded them very conservatively, so uh, we should get max payouts on those. That's another $30,000 in the bank, more than 30K in the bank, and yeah.
2500 tick trap.
We're just taking a one payout. I'm living payout to payout. People live paycheck to paycheck. I'm living the payout to payout. That's what I'm living right now. What's kind of crazy, Pandas? I used to go crazy. Like, for me, it was one of the biggest achievements to get like a $30,000 payout. Now it's the norm, Pandas. It's the norm. And that's exactly where you want to be in your trading. 6 figures this year, insane, right? In 2 months, 6 figures, insane. Next year, it's gonna be small fry. Next year, Pandas, we're looking for 7. We're gonna shoot for 7. I heard the hardest jump in income or the hardest jump in like net or I don't know, like riches or whatever, in financial success is the jump from wherever you are to 6 figures. It's a jump to 6 figures. Once you get 6 figures, people say it's easy from there. We'll see. We'll see, Pandas. But next year, I'm telling you, we're gonna be shooting for 1 million. I think I'm gonna do road to 1 million next year. And like it's gonna be very feasible. 20 accounts, $200 a day on average. You'll make 1 million a year. 1 million a year. This is wacky. It looks like it wants to pop.
2500 tick trap.
On the 15-minute bar, this is actually kind of like a bullish bar here. The 15-minute, right? Your open is here, your close is here. It created a big tail. It's kind of a bullish looking bar on the 15-minute chart. We need a range strat. Is that what you're trying to say? Driving a Lambo to your full-time job. By the way, let me tell the story of if you guys let me rewind it back a little bit. In the beginning of this challenge, my goal was to get max payouts across 20 accounts. That was the beginning, and I thought that in itself was the final achievement. It's a $55,000 payout all at once. And I told you, Pandas, if I ever achieve that, the first time doing that, it's the first time ever getting max payouts across 20 accounts, that I'm going to use that money to buy Papa Panda's dream car, which was a Corvette. I never told you how the story went when I gave the Corvette to Papa Panda. First 15-minute bar follow through. I'm thinking trading range here. These bars are a little bit wacky. So basically, it's actually it was a little bit lame, little bit lame to be honest, little bit lame. So my dad, he's a he's an immigrant. So uh, if anyone is an immigrant or knows or has parents that are immigrants, they know like they have very little emotions. They have very hard knock lives, and the big reason why I wanted to give the Corvette to Papa Panda was uh, because I know how many sacrifices he had to make in order for me to become a panda. You know what I mean, pandas? Like this wouldn't be possible unless all the sacrifices, uh, you know, my parents made. So basically, I had this elaborate plan. It didn't really turn out as well as I wanted to, but at the end, I guess the job was complete. I basically took the fam to. Whoa, whoa! Snap back down. Look at the trading range starting to develop here. To like a fancy restaurant, and uh, I came in early, and we did valet, and my I brought the Corvette early, so my parents couldn't see it, and then I valeted the Corvette before anyone got there. And the idea was when they come out to get their cars, when Papa Panda gets his car, instead of getting his car, the valet would bring the Corvette. That was the whole plan. It kind of got weird, and like realized the valet didn't really speak English well, and I don't know what happened, but by the time we came out, for some reason the valet just brought all our cars out at once. So, Papa Panda's car was there, also the Corvette was there, but he had no idea the Corvette. The Corvette was just there. He just probably thought it was someone else's car. So I had to change things up. I had to change things up real quick, and I just said, as we walked by the Corvette, I asked Papa Panda, "Hey, it's like, oh, do you like this car?" And he was like, "It's like, yeah, it's my dream car. It's amazing." And as he was walking to his actual car, I said, "Wait, wait, wait, wait." I was like, it's like I know you love this car, so, and I just handed him the keys, and I was like, "It's actually yours." And he was just stunned, kind of like stunned. He just kind of like stood there and just like didn't really understand what was happening. And I was like, "Papa Panda, like this is your car now." And I told him like, you know, no one's perfect, but growing up, you taught me a lot of things, and I just wanted to let you know that, you know, your son has become very successful because of what you've done. And then he was kind of speechless, to be honest. Like I said, immigrant, like not much emotions, and but I think what really really was satisfying for me was on. So I wanted to drive with him, ride with him in the car in the Corvette back to his house, so I could like show him all the things, show him all the things in the car, the features, and how to the driving is whatever basic, but like all the like little features. Um, it was a Z51, so just told him like if you really want to go fast, you gotta press this button. Blah 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 blah. And when we were driving home, my dad's not a fast driver. He's not a fast. He's a very very like he's not even he hasn't been in an accident for like 50 years. He's a very safe conservative driver. But while driving home in the Corvette, there was a time where he floored the car just so he could see how fast it goes. And I'm telling you, this the C8 is a monster. Z50 is a monster. And I just saw a smile from ear to ear on his face. So even though he didn't say much, I could tell by his expression when driving the car home that he really loved it. He really loved it. So, pandas, that's the power of these prop firms right now. Either BTPT or Apex. Obviously, Apex, you have way more leverage. You got 20 accounts, and max payouts on 20 across 20 accounts is what, 55K. So, literally, I paid the Corvette in cash, and it's you know it's something that I feel very proud of doing, and um, yeah, I think at the end, the thing is about immigrant parents, the way they really show appreciation is when they brag, and he's like telling all his friends about the new car and what happened, and so yeah. Anyways, that's the story. So a little bit lame, but it's more just it was more for, for me, and it doesn't make like a good it won't make like for a good YouTube video or anything, but that is for me, like, it's a dream come true for I think a son to buy his dad, his dream car. So yeah, that's the story. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, because this PA is just absolutely chopped. It's chopped. I'm telling you, it's pre FOMC. I'm trading micros right now. It's absolutely chopped PA. I'm just watching this do nothing. I'm guessing the trading range is down here, but we'll see. Bob Sock says, Charles Wilson. Let me say good morning to a couple more of you guys. In8, welcome. Day Trader, welcome, guys. Bob Stocks, welcome. Trader Green, welcome. DDKES. They say good morning to you guys already. Ralph Gruns, welcome. F Zen, welcome. F Zen! It's been a long time. Where are you right now? Are you in I believe you, like, don't you go to like New Mexico and Canada a lot? I forget. But F Zen, it's good to see your name. In the Rockies, that's right. Trading in the Rockies, isn't that a dream? Bob Stock says, how I made enough trading prop firms to buy Corvette. Screaming 500K. Maybe. I think if I had like good footage of everything, and maybe, but I think what I'm looking, what I'm cooking something up, pandas. I'm cooking something up. I'm cooking something up. I'm trying to make a video, how I made, you know, 200K in 2 months trading prop firms, or something along the lines of, I was unprofitable until I learned this little trick, something like that. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna go over basically my basic strategy, and some of the things that really added rocket fuel to my trading. If you guys have been watching, you guys probably realize, like, oh man, like, I mean, I do lose. Don't get me wrong. Like 100% of everything I do is on this channel. But I've straight up, with full transparency, have made all the payouts on the top right of your screen. I made that in front of an audience, and there's no hiding it. You guys saw every trade. So, I just Though we have some losing days. We have some red days. I'll admit it. There's some days I go on tilt. I get it. I get it. That's why half of my accounts are kind of started over. But we still got 11 accounts that are just absolutely rocking and rolling right now. We're getting another full max payout. So I'm gonna go over. I'm not a perfect trader, but I would say there are some things that I've definitely have learned over the last 4 years. I would say next year is my fifth year, but this fourth year, I would say there are a lot of things I've learned since day one. So I want to kind of go over like what were the things uh, that happened. So Steve Crew, what's the trick? What's the trick? I guess you're gonna have to wait and find out. Charles Wilson, second request. Didn't you just put your first request not too long ago? Congratulations. I'm putting my fourth request tonight. Max payouts, top half of my accounts over 8 trading days in, with 5 of those days or more than $50 or more. Uh, Pandas, like we are on payout number 4 out of 6. Can we get to 5 and 6, Pandas? Can we get to payout 5 and 6? Is the question. That's what I'm looking for. Payout 5 and 6. After payout 5, you're on the 6th payout. You can withdraw as much money as you want. I'm still deciding how to trade it. I'm thinking to trade them as high as I can. Like, if I can get to 100K, then that's like, that's a million. If I can get my accounts up to 100K, that's a million. We're essentially 10% of the way there. I don't know. On that 6th payout, I might take my time. I might really take my time. It doesn't really matter for me how much time it takes to get to the million, I guess. But I'm poisoning myself up to withdraw a million. That's what I'm trying to do, Pandas. Across 11 accounts, it'll be much easier across 20 accounts. Hopefully by then the bottom accounts will be caught up so I can get payouts, on those as well. But there's a lot of work I need to do on the bottom accounts. I need to get them first up to like basically 8,000. Man, is this day's chopped. I'm just telling
2500
you,
tick
Pandas,
trap.
just be careful. We have FOMC later today. This day's chopped. This is the 5 minute chart. It's just doing absolutely nothing. Sitting on my pause here. I don't know. Clearly above the 20 EMA here. All right, all right, all right. What would Al Brooks do here? Doji bar selling above here, above this pivot high. Selling above here. Thinking buying beneath here, maybe. Maybe sell if it goes above this candle. could sell again, could scale in one more time. I'm getting up here. I think it's fair. I think it's fair. We're just like riding this 20 EMA, going in and out of it. Are there traders who make their money in range trades? Absolutely. They're called institutions. we're gonna practice range trading. Like I think
2500 tick trap.
maybe the next thing that might get me to the next level is learn to trade micros. I was really against trading micros because I stream all my trades, and you guys watching me trade micros, honestly, it could be a turnoff for a lot of people. But I don't care at this point. It could turn a lot of people off. That's fine. But I think if it can increase my chances to make bamboo on trading range days, then I'm gonna try it. Like on really bad trading range days, I'm gonna trade these micros here because in my mind that's the only way to make money on these days. Right? You gotta trade with limit orders, and you gotta have wide stops, and you have to be able to scale in. So the only way I can do that is with micros. I cannot do that with minis. Doing that with minis would be the death. Would be the death of my accounts. So quick, right? We have too little margins. Maybe if I had $100,000 account and I was trading one contract across it, like it could be that could be it, right? If I don't like when I say 100,000, I mean like actual $100,000 of margin. Then I would be willing to like scale in and I would feel comfortable trading and doing whatever I want. Right? If I had 100K, if I was trading a 100K account, I could easily trade like one contract scale in 2 or 3 times and feel very comfortable with wide stops. Absolute snooze fast. Just expect today to be like if I even if I don't take a trade today until FOMC, I'll be completely content because this is not tradable for me. It's not tradable for me. Ooh, I kind of want to sell up here, but we're in the middle of a trading range now. So selling here is it's really 50-50, kind of scary. The only reason why I would like to sell here is because we haven't reached the bottom of the trading range yet. We hit the top, but we hit the bottom yet. So trading range, typically you want to get back to the bottom. You want to get from one side to the other. I'm more inclined to sell here, but it's 50-50. You're right in the middle. I just don't really know. Best guess trading says, honestly, the hardest part of trading for me is sitting here watching a market that's doing nothing. I agree. That is the hardest part. Can you go like 10 days without trading because you don't think the price action is good? Can you do like 10 days in 10 trading days without trading? Do you have that kind of patience? And not only that, staring at the market to realize that? Like for me, this is already shenanigans. I already know FOMC like days. You know, you get a lot of shenanigans, so I'm just very extra cautious. Like this whole summer, so bad. The price action. I look at this. Look at this price action. Look at this price action. Just look at how in that choppy overlapping, how many overlapping bars there are. Overlapping bar galore is just insane. It's absolutely chopped. In those last couple of days, this is your best time to trade. That's it. This is untradeable. You had one, two, sorry, you had 5 bars essentially. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bars that are tradable. 16 bars. Here, this is the only time you could have traded really. This one push up. Only time the price action is good. Why am I saying the price action is good? Because there's no overlapping bars. Very little overlapping bars. It doesn't have to be such a strong move. It can swing. That's fine. But if it's swinging, it cannot swing like in this manner. Look how choppy it is. Terrible, terrible. It's untradeable. This actually okay trade probably, but still probably a little difficult. Very rare day, and then once you hit this, the 12 o'clock, it just became absolutely diarrhea. Absolute diarrhea. Nothing for a long time. All of a sudden, gets huge move down. You're not really ready for that, but really terrible day to trade. Uh, that's as far back as my charts are going right now. It's just all terrible, pandas. I'm telling you, this last several weeks, the trading has been so absolute booty. I just can't I can't explain to you. I cannot explain to you how for it's amazing at this time. I've been able to make max payouts. If the price action was actually good, like it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what my I don't. To be honest, it's I to be honest I don't know because I already have max
2500 tick
payouts
trap.
and I'm doing them 8 days in 8 trading days. So it's like I can't do it any better than that. I cannot. This is the most efficient way to make money. The 8 days, every 8 days max payouts. Like this is it's just the best way. It's the quickest you can do it. So even in this absolute booty price action, I was able to make max payouts. Like I just imagine the price action was actually good. We actually had some good volatility, some volume. We were just have like no volume, such little volume, pandas. Such little volume on these days. Daily chart here. This is just a vol. Moving average. Or is a vol? Can I just see the volume? Block volume is this? Double Y is a money flow. The OBV vol. Okay, yeah, volume. I think that's all I need. I'm just looking at the volume last couple compared to the last couple of days. Basically here, all the volume. The volume is pretty much as a honestly the average volume. Let me put it. I don't know. Honestly, the average volume here, absolute trash. I can tell as this is going down like this. Here, the average volume, you can tell, is more than it was here. I just don't know. It's just the volume just seems like abysmal, pandas. It's insanely abysmal. Okay, I might hit the bottom trading range. This is why I said I would rather sell up here, but felt 50-50. Because we haven't hit the bottom of the trading range yet. So the question is now, where are you expecting to buy? Am I going to buy at the bottom of the trading range indicator? I could. Not the worst place to buy, to be honest. Not the worst place to buy. I mean, it will be pretty much aligned with this doji bar. And I think we're going to stay within the first 15-minute range. How do I know what the 15-minute range is? You look at the first 3 candles. Or you call it the 15-minute orb. I know it sounds complicated. Orb, what a weird word to use. It's just opening a range bar. And opening range bar also sounds confusing. All it's saying is that the opening bar range should be called the OBR, not the orb, but I mean orb obviously, easier to remember. It's just to find the high and the low in this range here. But the 15-minute orb is the first 3 candles on the 5-minute chart. So you're still trading inside the range of the first 15-minute candle. I think it's going to stay that way for a while. Look at this. Look at how disgusting this price action is. Let me go to the tick charts. Look at how disgusting it is. Untradeable. Strong bear bar ending on its low. It gets absolutely folded. It's folded here. 20 point move essentially. It's in and out, in and out. It's just not tradable. Like days like today, I'm just glad sitting on my paws. Bob stock seems like a good strat. Everyone's talking about orb. If everyone's talking about orb, it's too late. It's already over. The edge on orb is gone. I think the general strat on the orb, whatever time frame you're using, let's say you're using the 5-minute, right? You want a full close outside of the orb. So if you went long here because you saw it close outside of the first 5-minute candle, you would make some bamboo. Just go long. But on the 15-minute candle, you need the 15-minute orb, right? 15-minute candle to close outside of the first 15 minutes. So this third bar needs to have to close up here or down here, and otherwise you're just within the range still, which makes sense. It's actually a good strat because it's very mechanical, and you can easily backtest it. You can create a very simple automated strategy and backtest it. Like easy peasy. Second entry long. Luis says no. I asked the question, can you go 10 days without trading? He says no. No. Not even thinking about it. Nope. Impossible. I think if I was trading my own accounts and if I wasn't streaming, I would definitely be more selective on the days I trade. I think if I just saw this, I would already close. I already would close my charts and come back later, knowing that what kind of day it's gonna be. I might not even open my charts until 2, to be honest. 2 o'clock, expect some volatility. That's when it gets injected. That's when you can kind of make your trades, to be honest. But be very careful, pandas, because the volume, like the volatility gets so crazy. You end up risking so much on each trade. Like it's just a perfect recipe to bust your accounts. The bottom of my accounts, I'm so set. I'm so set to get these bottom accounts to max payouts. Last 2 weeks, like it's been very difficult. So I'm just like, whatever it takes, I'm gonna get these. Like I just need them to survive. I need them to survive and get through these like the turbulent times, these choppy days, these choppy waters. Goodness gracious. It's a sick day. Be very careful today. If you're actively trading this today, just be very careful. I think you should be doing what I'm doing. Micro scaling in. I want to buy high, sell low. That's the idea. Wait, sorry. I want to buy low, sell high. Sorry. I think my first legitimate trade's right here. We'll sell here at this pivot high. You can start scaling in. Albrook says if you see a trading range, top third, you sell. Bottom third, you buy. And then you get out of your position around the same areas you would buy. Wide stop, scale in, right? I will scale in once again up here if we end up reaching here somehow. Otherwise, I'm expecting full trading range, and we'll just most likely come back somewhere down here. Maybe back to the previous day, previous day's close. Maybe back to the 20 EMA. Simple as that. But it's the first legitimate trade for me because we have a clear pivot to work with. I'm not gonna make a lot of money today, but the point is not to lose a lot of money. That's the main point here. I might make some money, but the whole point is not to lose a lot of money. Azul said, I made a total of 45 bucks. I'm 150K today. I'm out. Hey, green is green. Substance abuse tech says, Panda, quick question. When you pass the Apex eval and sit on them before converting to PA, you don't pay the monthly renewal fees. Currently, you do pay them. You do. So I've like my accounts. They've lasted so long that I have sat on my past evals for over a month. So I have paid past evals before the fees. So you will pay them. It's a small price to pay, in my opinion, when you think about how much money you can withdraw. And I will just say this: most people will bust their accounts before 1 month. I'll just say that most people bust their accounts before 1 month. Most people, not all, but most. I'm scaling in with limit orders here. I could have got like a 10 point scalp if I really wanted to here. Yeah, I could have got a 10 point scalp. Went more than 10 points. Like, how scared would you be if this was a mini? How scared would you be if this was a mini? You'd be -4. You got to multiply by 10. That's a mini, equivalent to a mini. You'd be negative like $400 right now. How scared? I'm negative what? $40. Who cares? It's just stress-free trading. I love the fact that I can scale in without any stress here. Virtually no stress here. I love it. I absolutely love it. Making some moves. Let's see if we reverse here. Well, what do you know? Starting to reverse back down. What a surprise.
$2,500 tick trap.
Just look at how choppy this is. Like, if you had to make a guess, you know, are we in a trading range or not? Like, are we trending or are we in trading range? Like, I think the answer is very clear. And this is how institutions feel. This is how institutions feel, but they're trading full like minis. This is how they feel because they have so much capital. 5 star says, "What are you trading and what time frame are you using?" Right now, I'm trading the micros, and this is the 5 minute chart. Sorry, I usually don't trade micros, but I'm trading micros right now because I know FOMC day today. I'm expecting full shenanigans. I'm expecting trading range day, so I'm just gonna trade micros. I should do institutions day trade. Yeah. Oh yeah, they day trade like you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe. Of course, of course, of course. Um, what's my proof of that? I don't have any proof. I honestly don't know. I watched interviews of like some hedge funds and they basically are day traders. Like good day traders, I
2500 tick
guess.
trap.
I was gonna scale in up here, but we didn't even get a chance to reach up to it, so whatever. So stress free right now. I love it. Trading micros is like fun for me. It's boring in terms of how much money you're making and losing, but it's fun because if it kind of brings back like pure, just you're just trading purely the price. You don't care about how much money you're making, how much money you're losing. You're just trading purely what you see. And you're able to like do things like this, scale in, and have wide stops. Like you can't do that otherwise. What would stop me from scaling in? I think if we break out of the training range, two strong bull bars, I'm out. That's like max pain. What would stop me from like scaling in and continuing to like just in case it goes really against you? Yeah, coming back down. What a surprise! Whoopie doo! What a surprise! Coming back down. Oh, I pattern here. Oh, I pattern breaks to the upside actually here. Interesting. For me, the reason why I really don't like trading days like today is just because it's not doing anything. It's just the market's not really doing much of anything, and you're just waiting. What's the E-mini up to? E-mini's actually a little more bullish than the Nascraq. What's gold up to? Very bearish. Okay. What in the world's up with oil? What in the world's up with oil, pandas? I was expecting a one-to-one to hit here. This is why I raised it. OI pattern. OI pattern doesn't make the one-to-one. Huh. Literally gonna fall asleep. This is absolute. Just this is why I don't like trading days like today. It's just the price action. I don't care if I'm making money, losing money. It's just like it's so slow. Oh my gosh. I'm watching this do nothing. What in the world? What a surprise. Trade range. Cool. I guess I was a little impatient. I should have just sold up here. Probably be in a better position than I am now, but I was gonna scale in at the one-to-one made with the OI pattern, but doesn't even reach that yet. At least not now. Might reach it now. Who knows? But My goodness.
2500 tick trap.
What is going on here? Are we having like a bullish day here?
2500 tick trap.
Huh. Okay, we might actually reach my target here to get filled. My max pain is $200. I'll get out. Goodness gracious. Alright, Pans, what's going on? What is this? Like, actually, what is this? What are we looking at here? What I want to talk about? Uh, Use code BBM, 40% off TPT. That's what I want to talk about. Don't forget to use code BBM, 40% off TPT. Best prop firm. Depends what you want. Like for me, Apex still number one. But in terms of trading experience, TPT is number one. In terms of prop firm experience, TPT is number one. Apex number one for how much money you can withdraw. I think that's a good way to put it. It's like Apex is hard mode. Apex is really hard mode. It's actually a hard mode of trading, but the amount of money you can withdraw is crazy. Absolutely crazy if you can trade within hard mode. It's actually nightmare mode. Hardcore mode, whatever you want to call it. TPT, easy mode, no rules, nothing. But you can withdraw. Max of 5 accounts, that's it. What are we doing here? Look at the 2500 tick chart, Ben. I was like, what are we doing here? What is this? What are we actually doing here? It's sick. So boring. So uneventful. Louis, TPT to start, Apex to scale up crazy. Yeah, I would say Apex, it's like if you get consistent payouts in TPT and then you start getting consistent payouts in Apex, then you should start going like more and more accounts. If you guys don't know, last year the most accounts I've really traded were 5 accounts. 5 accounts on Apex. I was trading 5 accounts on Apex. and then I started getting like consistently being able to get payouts on 5 accounts, like max payouts. I just said, why stop at 5? Let's go with 20, and then I started the challenge. And basically, this like the fourth payout I'm gonna get today is a continuation of me with that challenge, like I did earlier this year. It just takes months and months to get these because it's just so like the 8 day rule is just a waste of time. Like Apex literally has that rule just so you can slow down your payout. It's literally that's all it's for. Like why not make it 5 days? If they're asking for 5 days of profits of $50 or more, what's the point of have those extra 3 days you can just flip? Like what's the point of that? Is the only reason that you have those days is because either they want you to bust your counts in those 3 days for some reason, or they just want to extend. They want to slow down the rate of payouts. What am I actually doing here, Pandits? I have no clue. My goodness. Who actually is trading this right now? I just don't get it. Whew. This is just so slow. Wow. Talk about absolutely nothing happening. Jeez Louise. Welcome to pre-FOMC trading, Pandas. This is pretty standard fare, though. Pretty standard fare for what happens before FOMC. This is why I usually do Whiskey Wednesdays. Or that's why Whiskey Wednesdays are always on Wednesday. Bin's one trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5-minute bars. 30 minutes of absolute nothing happening here. I'll tell you what, it's signs of choppiness, but it's not signs of bearishness. So, I don't know. I'm thinking if I scale in here, I'll try to come up break even. So I'm thinking here. My goodness. That's the thing about trading, right, Pandas? You gotta get the good with the bad. My goodness. I'm just telling you, Pandas. This is as bad as trading gets. This is as slow as it gets.
$2,500 tick trap.
Not sure how much more I can take of this. I'll just take the hit here. It's to me, it's just a waste of time.
$2,500 tick trap.
Oh, it's finally moving. Good. All right, we'll take the hit. I mean, Pandas, goodness gracious, I don't know. I don't care. I guess $92 loss, whatever. But it's just like, it's just the market's doing nothing. All right, Pandas, you know how it is. Is an Apex, is it against the rules to trade NQ and MQ back to back with PA counts? I don't know. I don't think so. As long as you're not like reversing your trades, I don't think it matters. You're not hedging. All right, Pandas. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Be careful, Pandas. We got FOMC today, so just be aware. And so I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good trading day. As always, have a drink of us. Bye.